Powerhouse, presented by Alliant Energy.
Alliant Energy, we're on for you.
Did you know one well-placed tree can cut your cooling costs by 25%? Planting a tree is one of the best energy efficiency investments that you can make, but it's important that you plan ahead. So today we're going to walk you step by step through the process of planting a tree. Joining me is Patty Peterson, a horticulturist with Trees Forever, a nonprofit organization with a mission to plant trees and care for our environment. And Patty, I know you've already done a little bit of prep work. Tell us a little bit what you've done so far.
Okay, well, we have selected the site and we've spent a few minutes doing that. It's important to make sure that when you're selecting an energy efficient site that you're planting to the east or to the west or southwest of the home. Putting large shade trees there will give you the most energy benefit.
We like to think safety on Powerhouse. I know you've taken that into concern as well.
That's right, and we've had the utilities marked. Those have been marked on the ground, but we've also looked overhead to make sure at this site there's no utility lines above our head.
That's great, Patty.
We've picked a site that will provide some shading for the home, but also some shading for this play structure that's here. Today we're planting a green ash tree. It's a nice large size shade tree. It can grow maybe to 50 feet, and we've left plenty of space so that it won't grow into the home.
Now you've done a little bit of digging already, Patty. Tell us a little bit about in terms of getting ready the site. How deep do we need to dig?
Well, we don't need it very deep. We only want it as deep as the tree was growing in the nursery, but we want to plant or dig a wide hole. We want to make sure the hole is 2 to 3 or even more times wide, wider than the soil ball.
Now we're ready to take a look at this?
Yes. Move this one over. Okay, this one isn't deeply rooted, so when we pull it out, we can just tip it over. I think it's going to probably fall apart a little bit, and just roll it into the hole. Okay, and I'll have you pull that back. Okay. Okay, this is going to be planted really kind of more like a bare root tree. We want to spread out the roots here. And I'll have you hold it straight up. We're going to get it at the depth that it was growing in previously, and we want to have the graft area above the ground. This is a sandy site, but really at all the sites here in this part of the country, we just want to put the same soil back in the hole that came out of the hole. Just backfill what was taken out.
And now we cover, Patty, how far?
Well, we'll put backfill till the hole is about 2/3 full, and then we'll pack it in, and at that point you can also water. But I think I'll just tap in just to make sure all the air pockets are gone. Again, just tap it in lightly. And we'll give it a good watering, and then we'll add the mulch.
And Patty, how much water do we need to add?
Well, today we'll add several gallons, enough to settle the soil. We might put on 5 to 10 gallons of water today, but watering through the growing period is very important.
Can you overwater?
Yes, you can. It's important not to overwater. If you're in a new lawn situation, you want to establish the lawn first and then plant the tree. Through the growing season, the tree needs about 1 inch of water per week through the growing season. So you'll want to monitor rainfall and then add the water as needed. The mulch is next. The planting is not done until the mulch is on, and we're using an organic mulch today. We'll spread it around the tree. Once it's settled, we want it to be about 3 inches deep, but we don't want it touching the trunk, and so I'll pull it back from the trunk. And we do have the graft area showing. When the tree is planted at the correct depth, you can see the graft above the ground.
Now, you were telling me there are some real benefits to the mulch, Patty.
Yes, it has many benefits. One thing is it helps reduce competition from the grass and weeds in the lawn.
So we have this grass back here. You wouldn't come and put that on top of this?
No, you want to remove the sod around the tree and keep it out of the planting hole. The mulch helps conserve the soil moisture through the summer, and it also helps keep the lawnmower away from the tree, because many times the lawnmowers can cause damage to the trunk. But again, make sure that the mulch is pulled away from the trunk of the tree.
Now, should we stake this tree? Would the owner want to stake this tree?
Well, I think in this site we would not need to stake it, but in a very open, windy site, the tree could be staked, and then you would only leave the staking on for about 1 year.
Is there a common mistake that when you're planting a tree that people do?
The most common mistake is planting it at the incorrect depth, so making sure that you don't plant it too deep or too shallow.
Okay. And when will we see shade from this tree? How long?
Well, there'll be a little shade this summer, but we'll probably see a large benefit of cooling in about 5 to 10 years.
Well, that'll be worth the wait, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, Patty, thank you very much. And don't grab that shovel just yet. We got plenty more energy-saving ideas coming up on Powerhouse right after this. Looks good.
Yeah.